Hi, my name is Tim Kelly, host, owner, and founder of the Real Sports Talk Network, and today I am proud to be joined by TRST MLB analyst John Burns as we are proud to present to you our list of the top 10 MLB hitters of all time. Please keep in mind the long hours of hard and grueling work that we put into making this. An important note to remember is that players connected with performance-enhancing drugs were not omitted from this list. Please share this with your friends on Twitter, Facebook, and any other social networks, and check out our website, therealsportstalk.wordpress.com. If you like any of the songs used in this video, the link to download them is in the description box below. Thank you for your time, and now enjoy the feature presentation. We will begin our list at number 10 with the Yankee Clipper, Joe DiMaggio. In 13 Hall of Fame seasons with the New York Yankees, Joe DiMaggio amassed incredible batting numbers, hitting .325 for his career, 361 home runs, 1,537 RBIs, and he had an on-base percentage just shy of 400 for his career. And oh, by the way, he had over 2,000 hits and won 3 MVPs. DiMaggio also set the record with a 56-game hitting streak, a record that will no doubtedly last as long as this great game is played. The Yankee Clipper may very well have been higher on this list had he not lost 3 years of his career due to serving this country in World War II. Joe DiMaggio, hands down, is one of the greatest hitters of all time and was inducted into the MLB Hall of Fame in Cooperstown in 1955.
At number 9, we got Cobb. In 23 seasons in the Bigs and 22 of those with the Detroit Tigers and the other as a player-manager with the Philadelphia Athletics, Cobb dominated baseball with a career average of .366, which is the highest in baseball history. His on-base percentage was .433 and had over 4,000 career hits. He was not a power hitter. He only had 117 career home runs, but he did have 1,936 career RBIs. Cobb was the 1911 AL MVP and won 12 titles, and another crazy stat about Cobb is that he only hit under 20 once in his 23-season career. Cobb was a first ballot Hall of Famer and will go down as one of the best players of all time.
Jimmy Fox checks in at number 8. Fox played 21 seasons incredibly with the Philadelphia A's, Boston Braves, Chicago Cubs, and Philadelphia Phillies. During his illustrious 21-year career, Fox batted .325 with 534 home runs and just under 2,000 ribbies and 3,000 hits. Double X also won his fair share of awards, winning 2 world titles, 3 AL MVPs. He had 9 trips to the All-Star game. Fox is one of only 9 players in the long history of the MLB to have won 3 MVPs, and that was largely due to his hitting. Fox went down as one of the greatest players to ever play in the MLB after retiring in 1945. Fox was later a first ballot Hall of Famer in 1951.
At number 7, Stan Musial. Stan the Man Musial played 22 seasons in the MLB, and all 22 were with the St. Louis Cardinals. He had 3,630 career hits, which ranks 4th all-time, and had a career OPS on-base percentage of .417. He also had 475 home runs during his career, and was named the NL MVP 3 times, and won the batting title 7 times. He won the World Series 3 times, and he was a first ballot inductee to the Hall of Fame in 1969. Musial will go down as the best St. Louis Cardinal to ever live.
Because of how early in MLB's history Tris Speaker played, many are unfamiliar with how great of an all-around hitter our number 6 guy was. In 22 big league seasons with the Boston Red Sox, Cleveland Indians, Washington Senators, and Philadelphia A's, Speaker made an astounding .345 with 117 home runs, 1,529 RBIs, and well over hits. While Speaker's power numbers were not as great as some of the other guys on this list, it is important to remember that in the time period he played in, the seasons were shorter and the parks were much bigger. If he had played in today's MLB, Speaker very well could hit 300 to 400 home runs with smaller parks and longer seasons. The Gray Eagle was a 3-time world champ and has the MLB record for the most doubles. Truss was a second ballot Hall of Famer after being elected in 1937.
At number 5, Hornsby. Hornsby played 22 seasons in the MLB with 5 different teams. Those teams being the St. Louis Cardinals, New York Giants, the Boston Braves, the Chicago Cubs, and the St. Louis Browns. Hornsby's career numbers were very impressive. He had a .358 career batting average, 301 homers, and 434 on-base percentage. He also won a World Series with the Cardinals in 1926 and was the NL MVP twice, both with the St. Louis Cardinals. Another remarkable stat about Hornsby is that he is the only second right-handed batter in history to hit for 403 times. In 1942, Hornsby was elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Lou Gehrig of the New York Yankees checks in as our number 4 best hitter of all time. In just 14 full MLB seasons, Lou Gehrig hit .340 with 493 home runs, just under 2,000 RBIs, and 2,721 hits. The Iron Horse was also one of the most durable players in MLB history, as his record for most consecutive games played without a day off stood until Cal Ripken Jr. broke it in 1995. Sadly, Gehrig's career was cut short because of his contraction of, well, Lou Gehrig's disease, otherwise known as ALS, which killed him at age 37. Had Gehrig played longer, he likely would have hit 600 home runs and had over 3,000 hits. But while he was on the field, he was clearly one of the greatest hitters to ever play the game, with 7 All-Star appearances, 2 AL MVPs, and he led the Yankees to 6 world titles. Gehrig was elected to the MLB Hall of Fame in 1939, and even in 14 seasons, he accomplished so much that I don't even have a song that lasts long enough to talk about his accomplishments.
At 3, Barry Bonds. While his career might be defined by drug use, Barry Bonds' numbers were unbelievable. His career batting average was .298, and we all know he is the home run king with 762 career homers. Bonds was a 14-time All-Star and a 12-time Silver Slugger Award winner, and was a 7-time NL MVP. Bonds also holds 4 MLB records: 73 home runs in a season, 2,558 career walks, 688 intentional walks, and 762 career home runs. The numbers he produced are Cooperstown worthy, but with the Balco scandal, it remains to see if Bonds will ever have a plaque in Cooperstown.
Ted Williams' 15 incredible seasons with the Boston Red Sox were good enough to put him as the number 2 greatest hitter of all time. The splendid splinter hit for a career average of .344 with 521 home runs, 1,839 RBIs, and 2,654 hits. If Williams hadn't lost his 1943 through 1945 season serving our country in World War II and numerous other seasons because of injuries, he had an outside chance to be the home run king and, in all likelihood, would have been the greatest hitter of all time. Ted once said that his dream was to walk down the street and have people walk past him and say, "There goes the greatest hitter who ever lived." Depending on who you ask, the 1966 Hall of Fame inductee may have accomplished that goal.
At number 1, Babe Ruth. The best hitter in baseball history, the Bambino, Babe Ruth spent 22 seasons in the MLB, playing for 3 teams: the Boston Red Sox, the New York Yankees, and the Boston Braves. Ruth won 7 World Series, all with the New York Yankees, from 1920 to 1934. Babe Ruth also pitched, so if he never pitched and had only played the outfield, he could have hit well over 800 career home runs. Ruth still managed to hit 714 career home runs, and had a career average of .342. Babe Ruth was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1936. Will go down as not only the best hitter of all time, but also arguably the best player of all time.
Again, for John Burns, I'm Tim Kelly. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our countdown, and will subscribe to our channel right above, or at youtube.com/MrKelstar. Also, check out our website, therealsportstalk.wordpress.com. Like The Real Sports Talk on Facebook. Follow John on Twitter, John Burns_MLB, and follow me on Twitter, Cash Kelly, KASH Kelly _TRST. And thank you for tuning in.